And go back to high-low bars. Indicator properties. You can set up custom indicators in here, and they work real time. You can set up your indicators and their constants from in here. That's my long-term ESA set for 49 days, short-term moving average 21 days. So you can go through and select the upper and lower bands, the colors, the constants. You can do all the changes from in here in indicator properties, or you can right-click on these and do them individually as you go along. So if you just right-click on like upper BB, you can change the average period and the sigma factor and the color of the line. And that's simply by right-clicking. Going back to alert properties, this is where you enable alerts. Well, I'll spend a few minutes on this one. When you come in here, the first thing you see is, I'm going to say approximately 30 by default that you can select. You select them by merely right-clicking on the alert name and left-clicking on alert enabled. And then you'll see a little speaker here. That means it's enabled individually. If you right-click again, you can add a sound. We only supply one sound under the WinTest32 folder, and that's a simple ding RTalert.wave file. If you don't want that, you can go to the Windows folder and open up media and use any of theirs also. Any wave file can be applicable here. If you create your own, or you want to use Windows Media, or if you don't care, you can simply just select our simple RTalert wave file. It'll appear here. The sound file will. You can right-click on more. You can have as many as you want firing. They're not turned on yet until I turn the alerts enabled box on. This is like an on-off switch, so if there are days you come in here and you don't want to see the alerts, you just want to use them as charts, you can just go to File and Alert Properties and uncheck Alerts Enabled and not have to go through the whole list and disable them. So that's what that is. That just turned them all on, and I click Apply and I'll get alerts, and I can turn them all off. And I'll go ahead and do this and see what it looks like. I don't have my alerts here, and I'm getting chirping sounds. So I'm going to view alert grid. Yeah. And there they are. It'll tell you what tickers, the date and time, the price it fired at, the alert it fired on, and the interval, 30 minute, 15, 5, just in case you switch over. You can switch to 5 minutes and you're going to get more. You cannot sort by these. You can't print this. You just basically view it and go from there, because you wouldn't want something, I believe, this loose. You would want to tighten it up so you're not getting hits like this. I'm going to go back to alert properties and just turn this off. Apply and OK. And I can go up and clear my alert list if I want, so it's refreshed. And of course you can stretch out these, minimize these areas here however you want. Some people don't want to see all this, or you can simply just turn them off up here. You can uncheck ticker list and it'll not show this, alert grid, and it won't show the alert grid. So under view you can turn off these totally, or you can just resize them the way you want. You can only pull up one chart at a time within an alert window. You can open up more than one alert window though. I can minimize this and I can open up alerts, and you'll see a second one down here. Oh, third. I double clicked. And they're brand new. You can save these individually and you can open them up independent of each other. So you can set up different tickers, different alerts, whatever you wish. I'm going to go ahead and close these two. I'm going to go ahead and save this. So I don't lose what I'm doing so far. I'm going back to File, and we've gone to Alert Properties, and this is Color Study Properties. It sets up a little bit differently in here than it does in Charts, but you can use Color Studies in here. If you have any questions or anything, we can send this out to you via email. In Charts, if you run Color Studies, you notice you have to select a file, like an EDS file, like volume up and volume down. In here, it's a little different because we have a alert code screen with all the alerts in it. You have to basically copy and paste the rules from Expert Design Studio into here. You can type them up in here. You'll get a rule builder just like Expert Design Studio. If you're comfortable doing that, you can create them right here. But most people I talk to will create in Studio, and then you simply just copy, highlight it, right click on it, and go to copy, and then come over here and just paste it right in here. And you'll test for errors. If there's an error in there for some reason, a duplicate file, it will say error line whatever, and you'll have to go in and troubleshoot it from here. So anyway, you can do color studies in here.